Check now. No?
Wait.
All right, shalom. We the Hebrew Israelites coming to you week in and week out. The prophesy the downfall of this wicked kingdom. I want you to know to be America. But first and foremost, we want to give all honor and glory to
Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakah Kadash.
double honor to the apostles and elders, which are a great millstone. Peace and blessing to the sincere Akim, pushing the truth and sincerity, and diligently putting the videos up throughout the week to feed the sheep. And shalom to the sincere Akwafi, listening and learning.
This is Revelation chapter 12, verse 10. And I heard a loud voice saying in heaven, now is come salvation and strength in the kingdom of our power and the power of his Hamashiach. For the accuser of our brethren is cast down, which accused them before our power day and night. And the accuser is getting cast down as we speak. Okay, he's being shown on the world stage, the son of perdition. You Edomites, okay, the so-called white man, okay, his kingdom is now crumbling. Why? Because salvation is coming. Yahweh Shai is coming, okay, and he gave us the blueprint of the things that were going to happen before his return, and those things are manifesting faster now more than before.
That's 12 and what?
That was 12 and 10. That's enough.
You got one?
This is Ezekiel chapter 36, verse 5. Therefore, thus saith the Lord Yahweh, surely in the fire of my jealousy have I spoken against the residue of the heathen and against all Idumea, which have appointed my land into their possession with the joy of all their heart, with despiteful minds to cast it out for a prey. And that's the Lord. He's saying that the fire of his jealousy, he's casting you Edomites, you heathen out, man. Okay, mainly you Edomites. All the other heathen nations are being cast down as well, man. But the Lord has a controversy with you because of how you did the children of Israel. You so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans who make up the 12 tribes, okay, of the nation of Israel. We were put here, through our captivity, and we've been treated basically like crap here. All right, now the heathen, their time is up, man. They have to pay for that. They didn't understand that the whole time they were in the trap, okay, the snares of Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shai.
This is Isaiah 47 and 6. I was wroth with my people. I have polluted my inheritance, and given them into thine hand. Thou didst show them no mercy. Upon the ancient hast thou very heavily laid thy yoke. And this basically this is what happened. This was transpired throughout the whole earth unto the nation of Israel, the so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans, and the Israelite foreigners. The Most High God has put us into the hand of the so-called white man, and he didn't. Which are the Edomites, and he didn't show us any mercy. Okay, he didn't show us any mercy at all. From the rape, the robbery, the murder, right, and even until this very day, they'll still try to cling on to that same lie. You heard about Sean Jackson, bro?
I heard a little bit about it. So what did he? So he. I didn't really get it.
It's like this article that's been floating around for a while that supposedly said that. Let me get this real quick.
Go ahead.
This is it says, I think this is what Edelman said. This is, I know he said some ugly things, but I matter movement is and how we need to stay. I think the black and Jewish communities have a lot similar. Same thing.
Yeah.
To be a black and a Jew is literally the same thing.
Right.
And you have everything. And matter of fact, what's that script? I think it's 42 and 22. Read about Jeremiah 14:2 real quick. This is Micah 2 and 2. It says, and they covet fields and take them by violence. And this is talking about the so-called white man. This is what he does. The Edomites. Okay? They covet fields and they take it by violence. Everything that they ever obtained has been taken by violence. Look at 9/11. Look at look at this. Look at the times of us. Look at these coons. Look and oh man, that's probably an Edomite too. You got it, bro?
This is Jeremiah 14 and 2. Judah mourneth, and the gates thereof languish.
So the Jews are in a state of mourning.
They are black unto the ground.
Hold on, you skipped the line. So I can read again.
Gotcha. Judah mourneth. This is Jeremiah 14 and 2. Judah mourneth, and the gates thereof languish.
So the Jews are in a state of mourning, and they don't have any protection. That's why the gate languishes.
They are black unto the ground.
They are black unto the ground. That's the color of the Jews. And when you go into the word black, the word is kadar, which means dark as. So they're as dark as the ground. The ground is brown. Keep going on that.
And the cry of Jerusalem is gone up.
And our oppression, our state of being destroyed is going up. It's not getting any better. It's getting worse and worse.
Why don't you say that? Let me just get this. Because the Lord, this is Revelation chapter 2, verse 9. I know thy works and tribulation and poverty, but thou art rich.
So the Jews are in a state of
basically being in poverty.
Come on.
And I'll read it again. I know thy works and tribulation and poverty, but thou art rich.
Thy works, tribulation, and poverty. The fake Jews don't got poverty. They're not going through tribulation. They're the top race on the planet.
Right.
When it comes to money and owning everything, they literally own the government.
Right.
They own the banks. They own the money. They got all the other nations in their pocket. They own everything.
And this is why Yahweh Shah said, this is why he said that. Look, and I know the blasphemy of them which say they are Jews and are not, but are of the synagogue of Satan.
And you Jewish people, I gotta be careful with that word. You might get too big, but you fake Jews are the synagogue of Satan. Y'all are the worshiper of Satan. Y'all believe in y'all don't even believe in the Bible. This is guy I was telling. I don't know if I told you about him. The guy I was meeting with, the white looking guy.
Yeah.
Bro, this guy, he pisses me off. He keeps saying to my face, bro, and he keeps saying, we gotta embrace the Jews. We can't cast the Jews out. I'm like, he said, even though me and you don't look like Jews, we still gotta embrace them into the gospel. I'm like, what do you mean, me and you don't look like Jews?
Yeah.
What the fuck are you talking about? I look like a Jew.
Yeah.
What are you talking about? What the fuck are you talking about?
That's bugged out.
He said, I read Jeremiah 14 and 2. He said, well, I heard they're talking about curtains. Okay, let's say that's talking about curtains. Let's say it is. Let's just imagine that for a second.
Right.
Let's go to Daniel 10 and 5, and let's go to Revelation chapter 1. Is those curtains?
Right.
You going there?
Yeah, I go to Daniel.
Talking about curtains. Bro, I get highly offended when people count those rats over there as Jews.
Yeah.
I get pissed beyond belief. Bro, they don't fit none of the curses.
Which one? Daniel
10 and 5. They don't fit none of the curses.
This is Daniel chapter 10, verse 5. Then I lifted up my eyes and looked, and behold, a certain man clothed in linen, whose loins were girded with fine gold.
So he had a gold belt on,
Right.
to, around his waist. Cause, go ahead.
With fine gold of Uphaz. His body also was like the beryl. Beryl.
And the beryl goes into dark green.
Right.
And it's not talking about his literal body, because you don't have green people. It's talking about his garment. He had a green garment on.
Right. And his face as the appearance of lightning.
Now it says face was lightning because why? Scriptures say that wisdom make a man face to shine.
Right. And his eyes as lamps of fire.
Now it says eyes as lamps of fire. Why? Because when you go to Genesis 49 chapter, it tells you how there's going to be a person that's born from the line of that's going to come from Judah, that bloodline, and their eyes are going to be red with wine. And this is what they were talking about.
And his arms and his feet like in color to polished brass.
And what is polished brass? It's dark.
Right.
Dark brown.
Right.
Okay, so the Lord was dark brown. Is that talking about a curtain?
Right.
And the Lord, he was a so-called Jew, right? So that means a Jew is going to look like the other Jews.
Right.
You don't see Chinese people looking different than other Chinese people.
Right.
You don't see Arabs looking different than other Arabs. If you're of that people, your people look like you.
And the voice of his words like the voice of a multitude.
And why is that? Because so-called black people, we got the deepest voices on the planet.
Right.
You can literally pick up a phone and hear a voice and identify, okay, this might be a so-called black person.
Right, exactly right.
It's, chances are this so-called, because we got raspy voices, we got deep voices.
Right.
For the most part, our people, you can tell just by the tone of our voice.
Jake's voice. Right?
Yeah, we can. It's all right. This is probably from the tribe of Judah.
Right.
So what's this talking about? What's that talking about? And that matches up with the same scripture in Revelation.
Yep.
The same scripture. It's the same description.
Yep. You give me the same. Yep. Feet like fine brass, hair like wool. There's only one people on the planet that got hair like wool.
And dirty Africans don't even got woolly hair. They got nappy, peasy hair.
Right. Right.
I ain't gonna say nappy, just peasy hair. They don't have woolly hair.
Right.
Man, if anytime you see an African, they never grow their hair. Their hair is never grown. It's always shaved off, or it's like little peasy. They never grow their hair. Even in those commercials with the poor Africans, they make sure their hair is cut all the time.
Right.
You see those commercials, bro, where the flies be on them and shit?
Right.
Bro, flies are on these motherfuckers.
Right. Look, they ain't got no. I'm about to say they ain't got no food, but they get their hair cut.
Right. Every time, bro. You see Jake on the street homeless.
Right.
Like in Philly, I ain't never seen him up here. But you see Jake in the street homeless in Philly, his hair nappy and knotted.
Right. Willie, we're those people, man. And these, like I said, these imposters, they have to pay. I can't find a scripture now, but scriptures say that unrighteous dealings is why the kingdom is translated, roughly paraphrasing, because of unrighteous dealings. Come on, that's what it is. Ecclesiastes. As soon as you said that. As soon as you said that. I think it's 10.
10-8.
Con. This is Ecclesiasticus in the Apocrypha, chapter 10, verse 8. Because of unrighteous dealings, injuries, and riches got by deceit, the kingdom is translated from one people to another. And that's what you're in the midst of. You're in the midst of a transitional period of one kingdom to the next. It tells you in 2nd Esdras that Esau is the end of the world, okay? Which is a huge indicator of who would rule in the end of one society, at the end of an age, okay? So ask yourself, who's the ruler of this society, okay? It would be you Edomites, the so-called white man. So if 2nd Esdras says that Esau is the end of the world and Jacob is the beginning of it that followeth, that means that one person, their world is crumbling. And you see that manifesting now. And what is it, ironic that the so-called blacks are now waking up to their heritage? No, man, that's the Most High God. He's waking his people back up because he's about to restore order.
Everybody, bro. Mellow.
He's waking everybody up, man.
Hey, remember
The so-called blacks, you can't pull that over us. We're not black. I'm not a color. That brother here, he's not black. He's brown, man.
Bro.
You're not white.
I'm at work the other day, right? You had a chick from Salvador, Zebulon. She talking about some. She was like, "You're black, right?" I'm like, yo, this fucking mouse right here. I was like, this computer, this mouse right here
I
is
say
black.
it all the time, yeah.
Do I look black to you?
Right.
She said, "What do you do? African American?" I'm like, "No, I'm not fucking African American either." She said, "Well, what are you? What do you want me to call you?" I'm like, "Hold on, let's jump back to the fact of black." She was like, I was like, that's what I said. I said, "Well, I got to be African American." Well, that's where black people are from. I was like, "Hold on, black people are in Brazil. Black people are, well, so-called black people. I'm just talking to her. Black people are in Brazil. Black people are in what's the other place? Dominican Republic. we talking about black people in Africa. Are you stupid or something? And then I worked with a Muslim guy. He was right next to me at the time. I was like, Muhammad, can you please fucking tell her they're Arabs fucking darker than me?
God.
They live over there where you came from? He was like, yeah, that's true. They do got Arabs darker than me. I was like, Muhammad, can you please fucking tell her they don't call themselves black?
Right.
He was like, they don't call themselves black. I was like, thank you, fucking dickhead. You believe everything the fucking Esau tell you.
Right.
She talking about something, I believe in evolution. You piece of shit.
This is Habakkuk chapter 2, verse 4. Behold, his soul which is lifted up is not upright in him, but the just shall live by faith. Yeah, also because he transgresseth by wine, he is a proud man, neither keepeth at home, who enlargeth his desire as hell.
See, Esau, the so-called white man, he's not a keeper at home.
Right.
He's not going to stay at home. This is why he always want to start wars.
Yep.
That's why he always want to spread his philosophy.
Never good enough. He's never good enough. He got that short man syndrome, man. He gotta let everybody know he's around. Okay. He gotta let everybody know we own everything. Always want to take over lands. He want to occupy lands. That's him, man. He can't stay in one spot.
Shit, you describing Eve for a minute.
That's why they like that, man.
Everybody got to know she's around.
Always.
You got to conquer
everything.
Everything.
It says, and is as death, and cannot be satisfied, but gathereth unto him all nations, and heapeth unto him all people. And that's what you Edomites do, man. You try to gather all the nations, man, because you know damn well your society couldn't prosper without the other nations, man.
Matter of fact, that's prophecy. 13.
And I'm going to jump down to verse 8, and then you can go ahead out. It says, because thou hast spoiled many nations, all the remnant of the people shall spoil thee. Because of men's blood, and for the violence of the land, of the city, and of all that dwell therein. So you people, you Edomites, you have a lot to pay for, man. You got blood on your hands, man. How you gain your society, your kingdom, you got to pay for that, man. You breaking over 700 treaties with the so-called Native Americans. Man, listen, y'all got a huge tab to pay, man.
Look at Jake want to be with Eve.
Always. I'm still in Habakkuk chapter 2. This is verse 12. Woe to him that buildeth a town with blood, and establisheth a city by iniquity. So the Lord said destruction, man. Destruction to those who build a city with blood. How was your country built? Off the backs of the so-called blacks, man. Your stock market. What was the first thing on the stock market, man? It was so-called African Americans. You people have to pay for that. Thus saith the Lord.
That's it for that? Con. Grab numbers 35 and 42. Con.
$35, $33. This is Numbers chapter 35, verse 3.
33.
Salakia. 35, 33. 35, verse 33. So ye shall not pollute the land wherein ye are, for blood it defileth the land, and the land cannot be cleansed of the blood that is shed therein, but by the blood of him that shed it. Right there, plain as day. You can't do anything, okay, that's going to make the Most High say, okay, you people are good, I forgive you. You shed blood, then your blood has to be shed.
Or Hebrews 9:22.
Y'all think y'all just going to get out of this scot-free, man? Y'all crazy.
You know, the Most High God, he doesn't want reparations.
No.
No 40 acres in the mule. No stimulus checks. None of that. No
Blood.
welfare.
Blood.
That's the only way you can make amends here.
That's the Lord. That's the Lord saying that, not me. He said blood is required. What is it, Hebrews?
9:22. Right there. It's at Hebrews. It's right next to James. Yeah, 9:22. All right, here we go.
This is Hebrews chapter 9, verse 22. And almost all things are by the law purged with blood.
Woo! Keep going.
And without shedding of blood, is no remission. So once again, there's nothing this nation can do. I don't care. Y'all, the president of the United States, United Nations, he could come out and say, you know what, we're giving y'all all the money, everything, okay? Please forgive us. It doesn't matter. Blood is going to have to be shed, man. That's why the Lord is putting the spirit upon Edom and Jake, okay? To basically cause friction between another, man.
Bro.
Y'all don't understand that y'all in the midst of prophecy right now, man.
And I was watching the video on, and it was on Seattle, right?
Mm-hmm.
Guess what they're doing? They're telling white people on the jobs.
What's the devil doing now?
They're telling white people on the jobs, bro. Matter of fact, I'm gonna get it and play it, cause that shit wicked. No, it's not even, I mean, it is wicked, but that shit funny. But it's like kind of like
He trying to instigate. Right. I already know. And he doing that. See, that's the thing. The high level Edomites, they know what's up. Okay, they know we're the true Israelites. All they're doing is trying to stir Edomites up. That's it.
It is immoral to attack people for how they were born. It's always immoral. Granted, and you would applaud them as they did that, and we would too. So with that in mind, consider what is happening right now in one of America's most liberal cities, Seattle. 4 years ago, Hillary Clinton got 87% of the vote in Seattle. There aren't many. Their skin color is a crime. The city called this anti-racism training. Events like it are taking place all over the country right now, in schools, local governments, corporations, the military. The city of Seattle named its training session Interrupting Internalized Racial Superiority and Whiteness.
Watch what they tell me.
Chris Rufo of City Journal wants to know exactly what went on in a meeting like that, so he filed a public records request. Here's what he found. White employees in Seattle were informed that their so-called white qualities were offensive and unacceptable. Those qualities included perfectionism, objectivity, and individualism. The employees were told to stop exhibiting these characteristics, and instead they were ordered to undertake, quote, the work of undoing your own whiteness. In order to achieve that, in order to erase the traits they were born with, white employees in Seattle were ordered to give up the following. They were ordered to give up comfort. They were ordered to give up spending time with their family. They were ordered to give up guaranteed physical safety, control over other people and the land, relationships with some other white people, niceties from neighbors and colleagues, and, quote, the certainty of your jobs. Prepare to be unemployed, pale employees of Seattle. Your skin color disgusts you.
Hey,
Everything that they're telling them is what the fuck we going through.
Exactly. And that's payback, man. See, that's the spirit of the Lord, man. That's the spirit of the Lord.
He says in the video, this is unacceptable, and America's not going to stand for it.
Right.
I'm like, it's been happening to us.
Forever. 444.
We don't know what's going to happen to our. We don't know what's going to happen to our lives. We don't know about our safety. We don't know about our jobs. Literally, everything he said is going to happen to the white people, so-called white people, is literally the same thing that we live. Every fucking day, bro.
Every day.
If they think this is unacceptable, they out of their fucking mind, because we live through this.
Right.
It's crazy. You looking for something?
Yeah, these Edomites, Their tongue is now falling upon their own face, man. Okay? The Lord has them in a snare and a trap that they cannot get out of, man. And now, like I said, all their wickedness is being shown, man. Okay? That comfort is being taken away. And it has to be. Because you made a whole nation, not just any nation, but the nation of the Most High. Okay? God's chosen people. You made sure that they were at the tail end of society so that your ass could sit up here and be comfortable, man. Knowing that you don't got a heritage, a damn language to yourself, nothing, man. You ain't got nothing, but you sat up here and you try to make it seem like you were the damn standard for the world, man. You people have to pay for that. Thus saith the Lord. The Most High chose a special people, and you put those people in the subjection under you. You have to pay for that, man. This is Psalms chapter 149. I started verse 6. Let the high praises of Yahweh be in their mouth and a two-edged sword in their hand, to execute vengeance upon the heathen and punishments upon the people, to bind their kings with chains and their nobles with fetters of iron, to execute upon them the judgment written. This honor have all his saints. Praise ye the Lord. So that's an honor, man, and when we get to be able to do that. When we put all your kings, your rulers, okay, in the captivity, and now you're going to be under a righteous order, man, through the so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans, man. That's coming. You don't even understand that you're in the midst of the transition of a kingdom, man. Your quote-unquote make America great again, it'll never happen. It's not happening. All your economic guys, they all are saying the same thing. America's about to go through a huge decline, man. The likes of y'all never seen before, man.
Yeah, a better chance of Kanye being president.
This is Isaiah chapter 19, verse 14. The Lord hath mingled a perverse spirit in the midst thereof, and they that cause Egypt to err in every work thereof, as a drunken man staggereth in his vomit. So the Lord, you people don't even realize that he had a spirit upon your nation, man. And now your nation is crumbling. Why? Because the so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans are about to rule. Thus saith the Lord. So you can sit here and smirk or whatever, but you're going to get down regardless. Thus saith the Lord. I don't care how you feel about it. You can look back all you want. This is the words of the Most High. This is prophecy, man. You are in the midst of prophecy. The so-called blacks, we know who we are now. We're not a damn color, just like you're not white. Okay? That term was coined in 1681 to establish social classes. You people have a lot of damage to pay for, man. And your tab is about up. It says, neither shall there be any work for Egypt. And what's happening now? You got over 50 million people unemployed. You think that's by coincidence? That's the Lord. He did the same thing in ancient Egypt. He brought that nation down. He brought their economy down, okay? He cut off a lot of their livestock, and he's doing the same thing with this nation. And you people don't even realize it because you're so used to wickedness. Which the head, Salakia, neither shall there be any work for Egypt, which the head or tail, branch or rush may do. So no one's going to have work here after a while. In that day shall Egypt be like unto women, and it shall be afraid and fear because of the shaking of the hand of the Lord of hosts, which he shaketh over it. So the Lord, he's about to shake America, man. You people have been living in a false reality for so long that you're comfortable. You literally, y'all are comfortable. You don't even see the benefits that you have here, man. You had a whole people in a subjection under you and goddamn projects. You gave their women homes that said, hey, you can have free rent as long as there's no men in the houses. As long as you destroy their families. You have to pay for that, man. You sat up there and promoted feminism to destroy our houses. To destroy the family structure. Why? Just so you can live comfortably. Well, the Lord got another thing coming for you, for this nation, man. And you're in the midst of it, so enjoy. Enjoy while you can.
This is if I grab Jeremiah 30:16.
$16. 30:16. This is Jeremiah chapter 30, verse 16. Therefore, all they that devour thee shall be devoured, and all thine adversaries, every one of them, shall go into captivity, and they that spoil thee shall be a spoil, and all that prey upon thee will I give for a prey. So what you people didn't understand is that a part of you so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans, a part of your heritage is the kingdom of heaven. Now what comes with the kingdom of heaven? You not only in rulership, but all the other nations, they're going to be in a subjection under you. How you had to build up their kingdom, they're going to build your kingdom up. But the difference is your kingdom's going to be an everlasting kingdom that no one can crumble it. No one's going to come and take over the kingdom of heaven. This is verse 17. It says, for I will restore health unto thee. So the nation of Israel right now, they're sick. Okay? They don't know who they are. They call themselves a color. Okay? They think they're from 2 continents. Okay? They think their heritage started in Africa. Okay? So the Lord said he's going to restore health upon them. And I will heal thee of thy wounds. So those are wounds that we have. We have wounds right now. Why? Because you don't know who you are. You don't know that you're actually princes of the power and princesses. Okay? You don't actually understand that you are the Most High God's chosen nation. It says, and I will heal thee of thy wounds, saith the Lord, because they called thee an outcast. And that's what they did in this society. They called us an outcast, okay? They say little stupid shit under their breath, okay? They won't say it to your face. They call you different type of names, okay? Niggas, spicks, wetbacks. They call you all these derogatory names. Saying, this is Zion, whom no man seeketh after. So that's how the other heathen nations, they look at us. They say no one's going to seek after them. They're nothing. They're the lowest of low. They're black.
A black Arab would tell you you're black.
Right.
It says darker than you would tell you you're black.
Right, exactly.
You're a black man. Come here. Bro, you darker than me. The fuck you talking about black?
Thus saith the Lord, behold, I will bring again the captivity of Jacob's tents and have mercy on his dwelling places.
Grab Isaiah 62.
Come on. I always do this. What verse? 1. This is Isaiah chapter 62, verse 1. For Zion's sake will I not hold my peace, and for Jerusalem's 61. Come on. Isaiah 61. Come on, I see it. The Spirit of the Lord is upon me, because the Lord have anointed me to preach good tidings unto the meek. He hath sent me to bind up the brokenhearted, to proclaim liberty to the captives, and the opening of the prison to them that are bound. So that's a part of what we're supposed to do. We're supposed to speak to the meek of our nation, okay? Because the heathen aren't going to tell you who you are. They're not going to tell you that you are actual princes of the power, that the Most High God, he chose you to be the apple of his eye. They're not going to tell you that. So us having this knowledge, this understanding, we got to preach it to the meek. And our people are meek right now. They're in the lowest state.
Jay, come in the block with a fucking beard on his face, bro. What the fuck?
To proclaim the acceptable year of the Lord and the day of vengeance of our power, to comfort all that mourn. So Judah,
Look, bro, another one.
Ay, ay, ay.
oh boy, she don't even understand. She walking next to death. Don't even realize. She think he the shit. You
Right.
walking next to death. But lost my train of thought.
The meat.
But that's what we're supposed to do. We come out here to let you so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans understand who you are, in hopes that the spirit of Yahweh Bahashim Yahweh Shai is placed on you to receive it. Okay? Because the day of vengeance, like the Lord said, the day of vengeance is coming, man. And you will see it in your lifetime. That's why a lot of you subscribe to wickedness, because you can't gauge spiritual aspects of life. So you don't think that it's going to happen in your time, when all the writing is on the wall. Our people, you don't want to get caught off guard. You don't want to get caught subscribed to the ideologies of the man that's going down, the son of perdition, the Edomites, the so-called white man. You don't want to get caught, okay, subscribing to his ideas, man. The Lord said in Romans, he said, Jacob have I loved, but Esau have I hated. So even the Lord, he hates Esau. Go ahead, Doc, if you got something. Matter of fact, let me get this. This is Isaiah chapter 62, verse 6. I have set watchmen upon thy walls, O Jerusalem. And when the Lord says Jerusalem, Jerusalem is a people before it's a place. So he's talking about the nation, which shall never hold their peace day nor night. Ye that make mention of the Lord, keep not silence. Okay, so we can't keep silence on understanding the Lord. Okay, that's a part of the gospel. The gospel is the good news. What's the good news? That our Savior, Yahushua, which is your so-called Jesus, he's coming back to restore order on the planet, and to put you so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans in the power position and the position of rulership.
And the best part about the gospel is repentance.
Khan.
Because without repentance, Yahweh Shai coming back for the second time would basically be for nothing.
Right.
That's why scriptures say, basically, why are you waiting for the day of the Lord? What end is it for you?
Right.
Because the day of the Lord is darkness. It's coming. He's coming back to kill and destroy anybody who's not down with the truth.
Right.
Anybody who's not subscribed to the spirit of love. Anybody who's not subscribed to that. Anybody who's not subscribed to the Israelites, God's chosen people, being on the top. If you're not in that spirit, then you're going to be caught in the crossfire.
You basically, like the brother said, you got a mark of death basically for you, because you're basically telling the Most High that Esau Edom is your God. Okay, because this society's about to crumble. Okay, that's why everything here is basically, it's vain. So what should we do? We should be practicing forgiveness. Okay, all the ways of Yahweh Bahashim Yahweh Shai, but also keeping faith, stocking up on faith, man. That's the only thing that's going to get us out of here. And of course our works, man. How we treat one another.
This is Revelation 18:4. And I heard another voice from heaven saying, come out of her, my people, that ye be not partakers of her sins, and that ye receive not her plagues.
Right. So the Lord, he put the spirit on the prophets like, look, man, don't be subscribed to these heathen ideologies, man. Because there's going to be a time and place when I rain a fire, okay, upon them, when I judge these heathen. So I don't want you caught into that, man. That's why the prophets were on the scene, to warn their people, okay, of the judgments of the Lord to come.
This is Romans 10. And 13, for whosoever shall call upon the name of the Lord shall be saved. So it says, whosoever shall call upon the name of the Lord is going to be saved. But that might sound simple, right? But it's deeper than that. Why is that? Because you got a lot of names out here that's not that's not going to come with salvation. Jesus is not coming with salvation. Okay? Yahuwah is not coming with salvation, right? Yahshua is not coming with salvation. These names, there is no salvation in these names. There is no salvation in Islam. There is no salvation in Christianity, okay? So it says, whosoever shall call upon the name of the Lord shall be saved. But there's a key part in there. You got to call upon the name of the Lord. Even though it sounds simple, what is the name? It says, how then shall they call on him whom they have not believed? And how shall they believe in him whom they have not heard? And how shall they hear without a preacher?
Right. So a man of the Lord has to, a man of understanding, he has to present the name of Yahweh Ba'Hashem Yahweh Shai upon you. Okay? And if it's up to the Lord, first off, to get you in that situation, but it's up to the Lord to put the Spirit upon you to understand. Okay? That's just how the order is.
Right there.
Really? Oh, wow. Wow, that's the Lord. That's crazy.
He was out here earlier. I just noticed.
Wow.
But I didn't know that was him until he walked past. Grab Ezekiel 3. You know where to go?
Ezekiel 3.
17.
This is Ezekiel chapter 3, verse 17. Son of man, I have made thee a watchman unto the house of Israel.
So the Most High God, he's literally set up men that he made watchmen into the house of Israel, which are the so-called blacks, Latinos, Native Americans, and the Israelite foreigners. He literally set up men to watch the sheep, to wake up his people so they don't go astray. Well, when they do go astray, they can go fishing back in. That's why the Lord said to Peter, he was going to make them fishermen and men. Why? Because we're throwing that line out there, which is the Spirit, and these scriptures, and what's happening? We're pulling in the elect. Okay, but he set up men to get this done. He's not going to get up off his throne. When you look at Moses, when you look at any time the Most High God, he wanted things to get done. He didn't come off his throne and get it done himself. He sent Moses. He sent Noah. He sent his son, Yahweh Shai. He never went himself, okay, to get it done. He sent men to go do it. Because when you're a king, you don't do things yourself. You get your servants to do it. Why would you get it done? You got servants to get this done.
It says, therefore, hear the word at my mouth and give them warning from me.
So it says, hear the word at my mouth, which is going into what? We got to study. Because if you don't study, you don't know where to go in the scripts. You can't defend the gospel. You can be confounded if you don't know what you're doing out here. So it says, hear the word of my mouth, then give them warning from me.
It says, when I say unto the wicked, thou shalt surely die, and thou givest him not warning, nor speakest to the same, Salakia, nor speakest to warn the wicked from his wicked way to save his life, the same wicked man shall die in his iniquity, but his blood will I require at thine hand.
And what is that talking about? That's talking about the Most High God. He set up men to come out here. He wants us to study and come out here and preach the gospel to our people.
Right.
Okay? And he said, if we don't do it, if we don't do it, the wicked are going to definitely die. But the difference is, our blood is going to be required since we didn't do what we had to do.
Right. So that's just like, if a brother's right now, he understands the word, he can break down scriptures, he's learning, the right doctrine, and he basically just sits on that. He has a lot of blood on his hands, man, because he could actually, wherever he's at, he could be speaking to his people, man. So the Lord said, listen, Okay? But you're a watchman at this point. So speak unto my people. Okay? Give them warning from me. So once again, you can't come into this with this mindset that, well, the Lord chose me, so that's it, that's all, you know, and I'm gonna just wait until the kingdom come. No, you got work to do. You know, you gotta put in that work for the kingdom. You know, you gotta punch your ticket in, and the best way to do that is to do the work of Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shai. Study to show yourself approved. Go out onto the highways and byways. You know, all these things, man.
Matter of fact, hold that. Let me get this. This is Romans 12 and 1. I beseech you, therefore, brethren, by the mercies of God, that ye present your bodies a living sacrifice, holy, acceptable unto God, which is your reasonable service.
So now, when you come into this marvelous light, you understand that you are a vessel. You are completely a vessel of the Most High. Okay? So that old man, the things, you know, your hobbies, and it's not saying that you can't have hobbies, you know, but you understand that the work comes first. All playtime is over. Okay?
It's like a regular job. When you get off from work, you might want to play games or hang out with your girl, hang out with your family, take a nap, whatever. When the times to go to work, you gotta move things around so you can go to work. You gotta get paid, right? And this is the only payment that's going to help you in the day of the Lord. Right. When you see the martial law troops in the streets, when you see a virus hit that's going to make COVID-19 look like the common cold, when you see famines and people are going to be so hungry they're going to eat each other, when you got the so-called white man kicking in your door to make you take the microchip or he's going to kill and rape your family,
you ain't going to have nothing standing in you but just faith.
Right,
whatever your faith is.
There's no currency here that's going to help you get through those times, except for a spiritual currency.
Right. Even those people right now who, you know, they stock up on all these canned goods and they've got all these guns and all this stuff. Mm-hmm. The Lord said, you ain't doing that. That's for the men of the Lord. So they don't even understand that the stuff that they basically were paying for, the men of the Lord. Okay. Their house, their comfortable house that they got decked out with guns and we got dogs and all. The Most High said that's for his men. Y'all gonna have to think of ways to survive, because you're not gonna have faith. So the Most High not gonna be dealing with you in that day. That's why this gospel is so important.
Grab go to 18. Matter of fact, go to 10. 2 and 10.
This is Ezekiel chapter 2, verse 10. Moreover, he said unto me, Son of man, all my words that I shall speak unto thee, receive in thy heart.
That's 2 and 10.
Con. Oh, that's 3 and 10.
5, 2 and 5.
2 and 5, con. This is Ezekiel 2 and 5. And they, whether they will hear or whether they will forbear, for they are a rebellious house, yet shall know that there have been a prophet among them.
So it says we gotta come out here and preach, whether they will hear or whether they will forbear. It doesn't matter. We still gotta do the work. Why? Because we gotta get the blood off our hands. Okay? And if we don't do our job, we don't get paid. Okay? Luke 12 and 10. This is Matthew's 24 and verse 36. But of that day and hour knoweth no man, not the angels of heaven, but my Father only. But as the days of Noah were, so shall also the coming of the Son of Man be. For as in the days that were before the flood, they were eating and drinking, marrying, and giving in marriage, until the day that Noah entered the ark. And they knew not until the flood came and took them all away.
You got it. My bad. Say it again. Read it again. I'm sorry. I'm sitting up here reading the scripture again.
What is it?
This is Luke 12 and 10. I was starting at, you said 12 and 10? Mm-hmm. I was going to start at 3. Go ahead. You want me to do that? No.
It says, but as the days of Noah were, so shall also the coming of the Son of Man be.
So just like in the days of Noah, the coming of the Son of Man is going to be the same thing. So what's some similarities of when Noah, before the flood? Everyone was drinking wine, okay, having a good time, thinking that nothing was going to happen, getting married, okay, going on about their daily lives, not understanding that they were about to go through literally they're about to get drowned, okay, through a flood, man. And it's the same thing now.
You people they were scoffing.
Yeah, they were scoffing. They was telling Noah, like, what are you talking about? You're building a big boat on land. You're crazy, okay?
And back then, it never rained. So we talking about rain that's coming in?
Right.
Like,
so they looking at him
crazy?
like, you are bugged out. They never had rain back then, okay? So it's the same thing of now, okay? The prophets are out and they're telling you what's about to happen, giving you a play-by-play what's about to happen, and you get scoffed at. What we get scoffed at.
America's going to take away our rights.
Right.
America's going to get taken down by nuclear missiles.
There's going to be martial law troops. What?
Are you crazy?
This is America.
Not my America.
It's the same thing, man. Why? Because pride goes before destruction. That's the spirit of the Lord, man. There's a reason why your nation has an eagle. The Lord, He going to take that down, man. He going to take your nation down, man, whether you like it or not. And He's doing it right now. And you're in the midst of it, but you can't realize it. Why? Because you're pride. There's no way. You've never seen it happen, so there's just no way it could happen.
Get out while you can.
Huh?
Get out while you can.
Get what? He said, get out while you can. You have to. But
you
that's
can't go nowhere.
And ain't going to be no escaping the Lord. Ain't going to be no escaping the Lord, man.
Where you at?
12 and... I'll bring 5.
This is Psalms 33 and 17. Matter of fact, Psalms 33, 16. There is no king save by the multitude of an host. A mighty man is not delivered by much strength.
So let's break that down.
Okay.
So a king can't be delivered by his army. A mighty man, he can lift all the weights he wants, but he can't deliver himself out of his own mischief. Go ahead, Doc.
It says a horse is a vain thing for safety.
So a damn a dog or horse, whatever you think is going to save you, that's nothing. Travel, okay? You driving, or you think you're going to have a private plane to go across? It's not going. It doesn't matter.
Neither shall He deliver any by His great strength.
So there's nothing that you can do. So your great strength that you think you have, your treasures, okay, your guns, your connections, it does not matter.
He said, "Move, get out while you can." He ain't no getting out.
Ain't no getting out. What you think? The Most High gonna come? You gonna be somewhere in a corner? You're not gonna know. Once again, that's his treasures are here. He can't. He, just carnal. Oh, I just move and wherever the war isn't taking place, it's not gonna happen, buddy. It's not gonna happen.
It says, "Behold, the eyes of the Lord is upon them that fear Him, upon them that hope in His mercy."
Right.
To deliver their soul, to deliver their soul from death,
right,
and to keep them alive in famine.
Right, and that's something, man. Listen, I can tell you from experience. That's something that man of the Lord, that's constantly on your mind. Lord, please, just please forgive me in the days to come. Please protect me, okay? And the day of judgment, please guard me, please protect me, okay? Why? Because that fear is constantly on our mind. Because we now understand, you look at the world from an aspect of everything is ordained through Yahweh Bahashim Yahweh Shai. So at any second, your life can be taken. At any second, the Lord can have judgment on you. So you move different. You think different.
Like, do I really want to commit adultery?
Exactly.
Nah.
God, I was telling brother, you might be placed in certain situations to where the Lord going to test you. How you going to act? Are you going to have integrity, okay, and stick to the law, statutes, and commandments that the Lord showed you, or are you going to give it to your flesh, give it to your temptations, man?
It was 12 minutes. What's 12 minutes?
Luke, God, this is St. Luke, chapter 12, verse 19. And I will say to my soul, soul, thou hast much goods laid up for many years. Take thine ease, eat, drink, and be merry. But Yahweh said unto him, thou fool, this night thy soul shall be required of thee. Then who shall those things be which thou hast provided. So he's telling the man who basically looks, you know, he takes a shower, puts his watch on the nightstand, you know, checks his bank account before he lays down. He's like, I'm good. I'm going out tonight. You know, I'm going out in the morning. You know, the Lord said, you stupid ass, you fool. I'm going to take your life now. Why? Because this ain't your rest, man. And you sat up here and thought it was your rest. So guess what? Now your life is required. There's a reason why you're supposed to follow the Most High. Why you're supposed to fear him, man. All this shit, this don't matter. None of this is going to save us in that day. So you gotta practice understanding and being in that mode now.
This is that was 21, right?
Con.
This is Matthew 6 and verse 24. Matter of fact, 19. It says, "Lay not up for yourself treasures upon earth, where moth and rust does corrupt, and where thieves break through and steal. But lay up for yourself treasures in heaven, where neither moth nor rust does corrupt, and where thieves do not break through nor steal. For where your treasure is, there will your heart be also."
Just like the scriptures tell you that when the ICBM missiles drop here in America, they're not going to spare none, or they're not going to miss its target. It's the same thing the Lord, he's telling you. Why would you, if this place is going to be destroyed, why would you subscribe to this nation, man? Why would you subscribe to trying to better yourself here, man? Of course you got to, you know, provide for yourself and your family. But to sit here and come up with a 10, 20-year plan, 30-year plan for a damn nation that's about to die, that's about to be put out its misery, for an economy that's collapsing, why would you do that, man?
Bro, literally the day I knew about the truth, I literally wait like that weekend. I literally weighed to myself, continue on boxing, being rich for what, 3 years, or basically get the rest of my time I got here to the Lord. I was like, I'm giving it to the fucking Lord. Like, only like this kingdom is definitely coming down, and it's going to be soon.
Right.
And the riches that you store up here is not going to help you.
Right.
It's not going to help you in the day of the Lord.
So, like I said, you got to look at it from the aspect of, if this ship is sinking, why the hell would I put stock into it? You know? That's like a boat that's halfway in the water, and you just like, let me work on this. And you just you got holes everywhere just popping up, water sprouting. You just like, let me just put a Band-Aid over it. You subscribing to thinking that you're going to do something, that you're going to repair that boat. It's not going to happen.
Look at actual stock. When you see stock plummeting,
right,
people don't put in. They take out.
Right. They take out. It's done. It's over.
They're not putting in the stocks. It's just dropping. It's in the negatives.
Right. And that's this country, man. This country, society, the damn society is wicked, and it's decaying every day more and more. So why would you subscribe? Why would you want to uphold this kingdom, man?
It says, Matthew 6:24, "No man can serve two masters, for either he will hate the one and love the other, or else he will hold to the one and despise the other."
Right.
And this place is contrary one to the other. Because if you for the Most High God, you're going to be against women being so-called liberal and equal, and this whole feminist bull. Okay, you're going to be against that, because when you come to the Most High God, you understand that there's order to this. What is that? You can get that? I think it's 1 Corinthians 7.
Yep.
There's an actual order to this that the Most High God set up. But when you look at animals, they're in complete order. They never go off of their course. Okay, you never see the lion being hunted by the gazelles, right? You don't see lions jumping in the water to try to hunt dolphins. Everybody is in the proper way how it's supposed to be. And the Most High God, He set up an order to how He want the household and people to be run. And in America, what do they tell you? Everybody's created equal. The man and the woman is equal. Anything the man can do, the woman can do, which is a lie. Okay, women cannot do what men can do. That's one. And two, according to the Bible, everybody is not created equal. Okay, it's a hierarchy among the races. You got the so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans. We're at the top. And everybody, I think it's 11. Come on, I was looking, I'm like, wait, you had it? You had it in there?
And I thought I did.
And everything else, and everybody else is under the Israelites. Okay? And then it is 11? And then this is how the household is supposed to be run.
This is 1 Corinthians chapter 11, verse 3. But I will have you know that the head of every man is Yahweh Shai.
So the head of every man is Yahweh Shai, who they ignorantly call Jesus.
And the head of the woman is the man.
So the head of the woman is the man. So you got Yahweh Shai, the Lord, who they call Jesus. You got men, and then you got women, and under the women you got the children.
And the head of Yahweh Shai is Yahweh.
So in the head of everybody is Yahweh, the Most High God. Okay? So there was actually an order that was established. But like I said, here in America, they set up something where everybody's equal, and in most cases, you got women are above the men. But that's only among the Israelites. Okay? The Chinese woman, she's not over the man. The Japanese woman, she's not over the man. The Arab woman, she's not over the man. The so-called white woman, she's not over the man. That's only among the Israelites, the so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans. They're the only women that actually bought into they can be over a man. They're better than men. They're the only people who actually bought into that. Matter of fact, there was literally a female that I met like a week ago. She said, yeah, man, I'm not going to date no guy that's under me. He got to get on my level. I'm like, who lifted you up? The white man lifted you up. He lifted you up. He said you was something. Because women, as a matter of fact, I was watching this video where the lady was like, she was like, yeah, I'm ready to have a family now because I know what I bring to the table. I got a good job. I got a good education. Like, you women actually think a so-called good job in education in a house is something you bring to the table. And that's nothing.
And it's so funny you say that because that's how out of order they are. They're not understanding that what you're trying to attract. You're trying to attract a man through the things that you want your man to have. Like these women that drive these sports cars, they don't fucking like sports cars. They just want the man who drives the sports car to basically be like, ooh, I like your car. They're not understanding that men don't think that the way they do. Okay? Your damn job, no, I don't care what you made. Are you submissive? Will you follow order? Are you a nurturer to the children? That's order. I don't care about your damn job. You can get 3 master degrees. What does that do? I'm a man myself. The Lord through the Lord I'm gonna be able to provide.
Homosexuals might like that. Because you basically putting on the appearance of a man.
Right.
I can provide. I'm established. You saying you're a man. And
then like I said, that's why the relationships today don't work. Because the women are so used to being independent, okay, being in the spirit of dominance, being like their man. So then when you get with another man, it's just this conflict. Why? Mm-hmm. Because you got 2 people fighting for dominance constantly when it shouldn't be that way.
Bro, the lioness don't do that.
No.
First of all, the male will rip her head off. That's
right.
one.
Right.
Because there is no cops in the jungle. There's no cops. And come Jacob Shovel, there is not going to be no cops out here either.
Right.
It ain't going to be no more 911. That's why the women are going to fall in line.
Right.
They're going to understand that the man, he run it.
Right.
The man runs it. That's why this place, right now, the Most High God got you people in a trick bag. Y'all literally clinging on to this place, and like you remember the female you was talking about the situation when called the cops there, she was talking to her man crazy.
God. Yeah. That once again, y'all got it. I'm telling you, y'all got about this much longer for this shit to keep going, man. And everything gonna come right back in your face, and you're gonna realize how all that independent stuff, it ain't matter, man. Matter of fact, this is Isaiah chapter 3, verse 16. Moreover, the Lord saith, because the daughters of Zion are haughty and walk with stretched forth necks and wanton eyes, walking and mincing as they go and making a tinkling with their feet. So that's once again, that's our women, man. You know, when they walk, they got the high heels, they make the little noise, they got the trinkets and shit, and they walk with their head all in the sky, okay? They got the fake eyelashes, keep on blinking and shit, okay? It says, therefore the Lord will smite with the scab the crown of her head, of the daughters of Zion, and the Lord will discover their secret parts. And the day the Lord will take away the bravery of the tinkling ornaments about their feet and about their calves and their round tires like a moon, the chains and the bracelets and the mufflers. So the Lord's going into, there's going to come a time very soon where the Lord's going to bring these women down, okay? And all their accessories, okay? All that's going to be taken down. It's going to be nothing, man. It says, this verse 24, and it shall come to pass that instead of sweet smell, there shall be stink. So you women, you got a sweet smell now, but you're gonna smell stink, man. Okay, why? Because you're not gonna take baths, okay? Because the whole economy is gonna collapse. You're gonna be on a run, okay? So you're not gonna have access to baths anymore, okay?
Not only that, the things that people, not only that, the things that people looked at or they thought was of a high value, there's going to be no value anymore.
Nothing. So you're gonna be made nothing.
Your money is going to be nothing. Most of these women can't even cook, okay? Their idea of something romantic is taking you out so somebody else can cook for you. They can't cook anymore. It's what's those dinners called?
TV dinners.
It's TV dinners.
Yeah, right.
Strong
Hungry
man's
man.
dinners.
I'm about to say the hungry man's.
Hungry man's dinners. That's what I'm talking about. The hungry man's dinners. You got hot dogs in the microwave, oodles and noodles. That's what y'all all about right now.
Right.
Okay. Y'all, you women don't know how to cook. Y'all can't make clothes, right? And then y'all got the nerve to look at us and tell us, what can y'all do?
Right.
What can we do? We doing everything we're supposed to do.
Right.
We doing it. Go ahead.
Salakia. It says, thy men shall fall by the sword, and thy mighty in the war.
Why
Go ahead.
I was going to break down the first part. Why is the men or these women going to fail? Because they're soft men. That's why they with these women in the first place, because they're soft.
Right.
Okay, they're soft men, and they like women that dominate them.
Right.
Okay, men of today's society love to be dominated.
Right.
They like to because why? They've been taught that from their moms. Oh, always respect the woman.
Right.
Always worship the woman.
Look, he almost broke his neck when you said that. Respect the woman. You damn right.
And that's what America pushes. Okay, put that woman first, like Jaheim. But this had nothing to do with the woman.
Right.
Okay, ain't no put the woman first.
Right.
As men, we put who first? The Most High God.
Right.
Okay. When you look at the Lord Yahweh Shai, who they call Jesus, when he came to the world, when the people were following him in the wilderness, who did he feed first?
Right.
He fed the men first, then the women and children. They were next because the men are are the top priority,
right.
Not the women. But today's society is all literally reversed. The so-called white man has turned America and the world upside down. Things that are wrong are right, and things that are right are wrong. Okay, this is why the women and children eat first now, and the men come last. This is why Mother's Day is like this great big thing blown out of proportion. She gets flowers, birthday cards, money, all of that. Father's Day come, and he gotta go. His best thing he gets is alone time.
Right.
That's what he gets.
Right.
He don't get money. He don't get cards. Now we don't celebrate either one of them days because it has nothing to do with the Bible. Okay, it has nothing to do with the high holy days. But the point is the way how messed up America is right now, and how catered it is to the women, and everybody don't even really follow it. These things were only created to destroy our people. Okay, that's it. They only created to destroy our people, keep our people at the bottom. They got our people in that Tupac spirit. What's his song about the mom?
Dear Mama?
Yeah, Dear Mama. They got our people in that Dear Mama spirit.
Right. It says, and her gates shall lament and mourn, and she being desolate shall sit upon the ground. So the Lord, he's going to basically turn everything upside. He's going to put everything back how it should be. Okay? In this society, the woman is esteemed over the man. She's everything. She's the foundation. When the Lord said that the man, his tabernacle begins with men. Okay? So he's going to put the women through this economic collapse and through World War III. You're going to lose a lot of your men. You're not going to have protection. Okay? So y'all are going to be brought very low, man.
That 4-1. Yeah, that's
Con. Now, this is Isaiah 4:1. And in that day, 7 women shall take hold of one man, saying, we will eat our own bread and wear our own apparel.
And bro, what are we talking about right now? You can't have multiple wives unless you can provide for all of them.
Right.
Well, according to my God
Right.
and the God of the Bible,
Right.
the ones you claim to believe in, he said he's going to give me women that's going to provide for themselves.
Right.
Keep going. In exchange for what?
Only let us be called by thy name to take away our reproach.
Don't let us be destroyed out here. We want to marry so we can get salvation. That's the first thing they run to. And you want to get multiple women, you got to make sure you can take care of them.
That's the first thing.
Where's that in the Bible?
Like I said, and that's why reproach, that goes into shame. Our women gonna be shamefaced, man. They gonna look stupid, man. Gonna look real stupid. All the cars, all your jobs, none of that's gonna matter in that day, man. So you're gonna be basically coming to a man of the Lord like, remember me?
You know that Fat Joe song?
Yeah, look, you think I could? Yeah, you're right. Con.
Know you from where?
Right. Know you from
junior high school. I don't know you, man.
Right.
Go that way.
Right.
Loser.
Exactly, and that's exactly how it's going to be. Because you rejected us, okay, during these times. You looked at us as nothing, man. You know? You didn't want to follow order. You wanted to usurp a man's authority, okay? Like I said, our women didn't even try to trick the system to where, you know how Esau gave them houses if their man wasn't home. Well, shit. If we had some type of togetherness, the woman said, okay, cool. Let's finesse it. Whenever they come here,
babe, they come here in this state, just don't be here.
Just don't be here. Nope. Rent cheap, everything. You could have had children, families could have been together, could have built off that. The money that was going to go to rent, you could have saved for a business or something, you know, anything, man. But they didn't do that. They took that ideology and ran with it and never looked back, bro.
Get on my level, nigga.
Get on, exactly, Con. It's the same thing. The most educated woman in America now is the so-called black woman.
Then they had the audacity to say, I did this all by myself.
It's backwards here,
You
bro.
did.
It's backwards here,
You
bro.
get like 2 stacks, 2 bands from the so-called white man.
WIC benefits, damn rent, $100, okay?
If that. Right?
Food free. Damn granddad and your dad gave you a car. But guess what? You made it from the bottom. You did it all by yourself. You independent, don't need no one.
They're like Drake out here, right?
That's it.
Started from the bottom, now we here.
Started from the bottom. No one helped me. I did it all by myself.
Bro, they will tell you that.
Bro.
They will tell you that.
They've been running that shit every damn time they can, man.
Bro, we see
I don't need you. Meanwhile, her damn dad and he funding her damn life, basically. Okay? She never started from ground one. She never started from literally from the bottom and worked her way up, saving for a car, okay? Working that damn job, going, catching a bus every day.
The men are out here. We the ones started from the bottom. We
Come
don't want
on.
to get no help out here.
Exactly. Nobody gives a shit. If I sat up here and I was a homeless man, people wouldn't care. Let that be a woman, though. She'd be on the goddamn news tonight with a damn GoFundMe.
Grab Proverbs 25:19. This is Micah 7:10. The she that is my enemy shall see it, and shame shall cover her, which said unto me, where is the Lord thy God? You got it, bro. My bad. I'm so sorry. You got it. Micah 7:10.
Michael.
Oh, Proverbs 25:19.
Yeah, I was like, wait.
25:19. And that's what's going to happen. That shame is going to cover these women. Okay? When they see Jacob's trouble come, when they see there's not going to be there's not going to be no backup, no 911. Okay?
They already defunding that right now.
Right? Yeah. It's already being defunded.
It's already being defunded. That's why it's just crazy that y'all are still so damn prideful. But then again, it's not, because you're just like your damn devil daddy. So y'all in the same boat. He the same way right now. His goddamn economy, his damn world is crumbling right before his eyes. He don't even give a shit. He got a nice car. He got a job. What? Y'all the same way, man. That's why y'all gonna be destroyed and be brought low right along with them, man. This is Proverbs chapter 25,
19.
verse 19. Confidence in an unfaithful man in the time of trouble is like a broken tooth and a foot out of joint, as he that taketh away a garment in cold weather and has vinegar upon nitre. So is he that singeth songs to a heavy heart.
So it says, and that's what's going to happen. Confidence in unfaithful man in the time of trouble
it does nothing for you. There's no benefit.
It's like, because today you got people, y'all built and established relationships upon comfort.
Right.
This is why women think they can be in a relationship with women. Okay, if you're a female and your significant other is a woman, and I punch you in the face, who you gonna call? Who you gonna call? If a girl just dating a man and he's a scrawny bastard, he don't know what to do with himself. He get punched. You punch your girl in the face. Who's she gonna call? And her boyfriend and the guy who punched her looked like the Hulk. Who's she gonna call? That's what happens in America. They pick a relationship off of comfort instead of Instead of survival.
Right.
And that's what this world's gonna divert back to.
Mm-hmm.
It's gonna go back from comfort to survival.
Ancient of days, very fast, man.
Uh-huh.
There was a reason why the women, their father, okay, he gave her away. It wasn't a thing of, girl, go out here, have fun, and just pick a man. You give a woman any option. A woman you're not supposed to give a woman options. She cannot choose anything, bro. You can have a damn menu right now with food. She can't choose her damn food. You give her multiple men. She gonna pick the wrong man. Why? Because you don't give a woman options. You tell her what the hell you gonna do. That's why the society is so messed up, man.
Bro, the other day I was watching the show Seinfeld, and the girl asked Seinfeld like, "Yo, can I can't find any I can't find any hotels. Can I come spend the weekend at your place while I'm in town?" He says, "Okay." And then he goes and buys like her a mattress and sit out in like the living room.
Right.
His friend comes over. He's like, "Why would you even get the extra one? Don't give her options. Why would you give her the option?"
Sit your ass right here. That's your couch. That's your bed. That's it. You do not give a woman options. Why? Because a woman is she's not logical, man. She's always going to think from an emotional standpoint.
Now
Why do you think they go from man to man? Because they're going off their emotions. He beats me, but just like how he makes me feel. Like, come on, bro. You know what I mean?
We don't hate women,
Yeah, kind of.
but they got positions to do what they got to
Right.
do.
That's the whole thing. You know, we love women. We love, especially, feminine women. You know, it's not a thing if we hate
Oh yeah,
women.
that's an amazing thing.
Yeah,
a woman that's in order. A woman that treats us like how we treat Yahweh Shemi Ashai.
That's attractive.
If we treated Yahweh how they treat us, bro, we be dead.
He want me to. Oh no, I'm not doing that. I'm not adultery.
Hold on.
You don't want me to.
Hold on. No. So the Most High God wants to come out here and preach for free. I just got off work. Exactly. Is he crazy? And on top of that, he not even gonna show his face to me. Right? If we treated him the way the women treat us, bro,
Right.
we'd be dead.
You'd be done.
The whole
You'd be
nation
done.
will be destroyed by
You'd be
now.
done.
The whole nation.
You'll be done.
Hold on, you expect us to die for you
Right.
for free?
Right. Right. You better do something for me.
Right.
You better show me something. Imagine if we felt like that to the Lord.
Bro,
I wouldn't be out here right now.
we picking our beaks up, bro.
Right.
Back on.
Yeah. My page would be like channel terminated. Right. Malachi, R.I.P.
Bro, come on, bro. But women, y'all understand, man. Y'all, this is why the women get messed up.
Right.
They say, "Oh well, this man is not treating me how I want to be treated. So in return, I'm gonna treat him like shit." The stupidest thing about that is you don't understand that women. The only way you can get out of here is by serving your man correctly.
Right.
And you don't serve him correctly necessarily because he did something good. You serve him correctly because that's
order.
your way out of here.
Right. That's order. That's the order of things.
Like, can you imagine, bro? We told you how about Shema Shah, man. my bank account ain't looking too good.
I ain't trying.
I ain't got a car.
Right.
You just not giving me the benefits. I just
right.
can't do this.
I got to worry about other stuff right
Right.
now. God, I'm sorry.
What?
Oh yeah, angels, death angels.
I got something for you real quick.
Right, exactly. Come on.
With Gabriel.
Come on, exactly.
I got something for you.
Put your ass in the bind real quick.
And they're gonna do it. They're gonna do it without question.
Easy.
They ain't gonna say, "Oh, was that your man?" Or
Right.
No, bro. They're
God,
coming
you
to
sure?
kill and destroy. Yeah.
You sure?
Nope. What you had?
That was 19 Proverbs. I think that's it though.
This is Isaiah 30:1. Woe to the rebellious children, says the Lord, that take counsel, but not of me, and that cover with a covering, but not of my spirit.
Right. And that's 2/3 of our people. You know, they got a zeal for the Lord, but it's not according to knowledge. It's not according to understanding. It's not according to the actual order of things, man. Jesus, I want to do right in Jesus' eyes. That's wrong, man. That's wrong. Point blank. That's wrong. You going off. And that excuse now, I only knew, that's the name that I knew. That's BS, man. Them Hebrew Israelites on the news. You could type them in, okay? You got brothers all through the four corners of the earth, preaching and prophesying daily, coming out on the highways and byways at least once a week. So you have no excuses, man. Just like we read earlier. We're blowing a trumpet so that the blood is off our hands, man. So just like we're not gonna have an excuse, an excuse, you're not gonna have an excuse. You heard the word, you heard the gospel. So it's up to you to have faith or not, and it's actually up to the Most High. So that's why, once again, you should be repenting, man. This shit is no game, man. Just for you to understand or even hear this knowledge, man.
This 2 Chronicles 15:13. That whosoever would not seek the Lord God of Israel should be put to death, whether small or great, whether man or woman.
So it don't matter. Everybody, man. If you do not follow Yahweh while Yahweh is shy, you will be put to death, man. Point blank. And
What
the
about the
heathen are
kids?
going to know that. The kids, the 1-month-old baby, it don't matter, man. All the heathen nations, they going to serve our God.
This is Ezekiel 9:4. And the Lord said unto him, go through the midst of the city, through the midst of Jerusalem, and set a mark upon the foreheads of the men that sigh and that cry, for all the abominations that be done in the midst thereof.
Right, so the Lord said, mark his men. Mark those who sigh and cry. Mark those who hate this society. Mark those who want me to return. We got to keep an eye on them, man. We got to protect them. Why? Because those are the souls that I want. They're in that right spirit that I actually want, man. They don't like how this world is set up, okay? They actually want righteousness, okay? They actually are practicing the law, statutes, and commandments. They're actually practicing brotherly love, repentance, okay? Forgiveness.
And to the others he said in mine hearing, go ye after him through the city and smite. Let not your eyes spare, neither have ye pity.
That's how our God does it, man. He the ultimate mob boss, so to speak. Okay, you don't want to follow me? You don't want to heed into my words? Kill his ass, man. And that's how you do it. That's how I'm serious. That's exactly how you do it. That's how you have order.
I thought
That's
God
how,
was all love.
Exactly. Nah. You see, this is how the Most High God is, and that's the sign of an actual an empire. You don't have no holes in the cracks. There's not gonna be a man around the Most High that he believes, but some days he don't. Your ass getting killed. Why? Because that spirit is not gonna grow upon any other person. That's a virus, man. And what they do here for when you go off, okay, is it's okay. You got repentance. The Lord, not when he established order, man. Now in the kingdom, we're not going to be able to go off, but how it should be is that when you go off, man, there's a consequence to that. Why? So that way, you're tight. Your nation is tight. So that therefore, now you see the consequences of when you go off.
Bro, look at Esau's kingdom. If you mess up, you go to jail.
You go to jail. So now what do people do? Oh shit, I don't want to go to jail. So what? I'm going to follow his laws. The Most High, he going to take it a step further, man. You go off, your ass is dead. You're not dying in your damn house. He gonna put you in front of all the nation and make you an example, man.
Look at George Floyd.
Exactly. You're an example, man.
It says, slay utterly, old and young, both maids and little children, and women.
Y'all not ready, man. Y'all say y'all like horror movies. Y'all in the midst of the greatest horror movie. And that's how the Lord coming.
You thought Jason was bad?
Right, you thought Jason was bad. You thought Freddy was bad. Oh, man. Lord said he not sparing nobody. Man, woman, child.
Anybody get these hands?
Everybody, all y'all gonna catch him. Everybody catching fades, man. And when I say that, I'm serious, man. Everybody's catching it, man. And it's gonna catch y'all way off guard because in your mind, it's the total opposite that you've been taught since you were a child, since you first heard about a quote-unquote God. He loves all. He's gonna be here for everyone. You're gonna be so damn shocked when that's the opposite, man. When he's a damn so-called black man on the front of a damn chariot, a so-called UFO. Y'all ain't gonna know what to do, man.
Matter of fact, grab that Ezekiel 1. The one in,
Con.
I think it's 16. How about I say 15? Because every day you can pull it right now on YouTube. All these videos, UFOs in the sky. NASA actually admitted finally,
Right.
like I think it was late last year, that UFOs are actually real. NASA finally admitted it after all this overwhelming videos and evidence.
Now ask yourself, if they don't know what the hell it is, then what is it? Those are called chariots, man. Those are vehicles of the Lord, man. This is Ezekiel chapter 1, verse 16. We're going to go into the appearance of a so-called UFO. It says, the appearance of the wheels and their work was like unto the color of a beryl. Salakia. I started verse 15. Now as I beheld the living creatures.
So Ezekiel, over 2,000 years ago, he sees angels, 4 angels, and he sees them in vehicles, and he's looking up.
It says, behold, one wheel upon the earth by the living creatures with his 4 faces.
Keep going.
The appearance of the wheels and their work was like unto the color of a beryl.
So beryl is dark green. So he's looking at what they're in. He says they're dark green.
And they 4 had one likeness.
So all 4 of them, he's seen 4 angels and he's seen them in 4 vehicles. He said all 4 of them look alike.
And their appearance and their work was as it were a wheel in the middle of a wheel.
So it says a wheel in the middle of a wheel. Go ahead.
When they went upon their 4 sides, and they turned not when they went.
So it says wheels typically when they move is moving like it's turning like
Right,
this.
right.
But he said I seen the wheel on all 4 sides. So it was a flat wheel moving.
Right.
Flat. So it didn't turn when it moved, it was flat moving.
As for their rings, they were so high that they were dreadful, and their rings were full of eyes round about them 4.
So it says on the rings, he said there was eyes on them. Now, when you look at something like a cat or a creature that can see in the dark,
Right.
their eyes literally like almost glow. You can see the glare in their eyes at night. So when he's looking up, this is what he thinks of.
Right.
And he said they had eyes all around it. What they really was lights on it. So it was literally lights. He said it was a wheel in the middle of a wheel. It had lights on it. And it didn't turn when it went. It moved flat. What is that describing? That's literally describing what they would call today a so-called UFO. Literally. So why is Ezekiel saying angels were getting out of these? Okay? Why? Because inside of these so-called UFOs, it's not aliens, it's angels. Okay? It's not aliens, it's angels. the so-called white man made up, oh, there's aliens in there. That's the stupidest thing I ever heard.
Stupid shit. Only a devil, only a damn demon would say something like that. Why? To deceive the nations, man. That's a part of his whole agenda. Deceive the nations so that the nation of Israel, they don't remember who they are. That's why the scriptures say that they're all in confederacy against the nation of Israel. They know who we are. They know we actually own the planet. But their whole agenda was to make sure that we don't know. To make sure that the so-called black woman and the so-called black man never come together. Why? Because if we did, we'd be a force and we'd be the rulers of the planet, man.
Even the UFO that led the nation of Israel in the wilderness, what was it? It said a cloud by night and cloud by day and fire by night.
Right.
So if the chariot was so big, it was like shade to the nation.
Right.
And at night it was a fire. Why? Because it was a light.
Right.
So they could see in the dark. And that's
It's a lot, y'all. That was just beautiful breakdown. It says,
that's on, man.
Come on.
This is Isaiah 66 and verse 15. For behold, the Lord will come with fire, and with his chariots like a whirlwind, to render his anger with fury, and his rebuke with flames of fire.
So the Lord said he's coming with fire, right? With his chariots as a whirlwind. So when you think of a whirlwind, it's like a circular motion, okay, that goes up. So those chariots, they're going to literally be having fire, okay, lasers, man, destroying the nations, destroying the planet, man.
When you go to Revelation, it says a sword that's going to be coming out of the Lord's mouth.
Right.
They're not talking about he's
Literally.
taking a sword out of his mouth.
Right.
That sword is just talking about a killing instrument coming out of the ships, the chariots.
Right.
It says, for by fire and by his sword will the Lord plead with all flesh, and the slain of the Lord shall be many.
So this nation has fire coming for it, man, in the form of those ICBM missiles, okay, but also the chariots of the Lord, okay. He's not going. He gonna let the angels get dirty too, man. He gonna start with the whole World War III to weaken the nations, but then when Yahushua he cracked those clouds, that's when it's time, man. That's when those chariots gonna be letting it off, man. At the same time as those ICBM missiles going off.
Grab Jeremiah 51. This is 2nd Esdras 15 and verse 3. The 4. For all the unfaithful shall die in their unfaithfulness. You got it, bro.
And that's simple, man. So the unfaithful, okay, is you so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans that don't want to subscribe to your actual heritage, man. You've been indoctrinated here so long that you want to be like the heathen. When the Lord said that you are the salt of the earth, what do you use salt for? You use salt for flavor. So the Lord said that you're the flavor of the earth. Just imagine there not being a so-called black, Latino, or Native American here. This place will be boring. It'll be bland. Okay? So, you're the only ones that can actually get salvation. So the Lord is pleading with you at this point. He's telling you, get yourself ready. Get yourself right. Don't don't cling unto these heathen, man.
It says, behold, says the Lord, I will bring plagues upon the world. The sword, famine, death, and destruction.
And what do you see now? You're seeing more plagues, punishment, death, and destruction more than ever, man. You think it's a coincidence that the year started off by United States killing the top Iranian general Then after that, they have a damn coronavirus. And now y'all were quarantined for the first time for decades, man.
Bro, like you said last week, the masks are a new normal now.
Your masks are the new normal. You want to stay 6 feet apart. They got y'all acting like robots out here, man. Y'all not connected with nothing. Whatever the TV say you do. Fucking people y'all destroyed through the damn right and left wing. Y'all are simple-minded, man. You're sheep. You believe what somebody tell you, but you won't actually search for the truth. You won't search for why things are the way they are, man. And I'm talking about you so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans. Why are you treated this way? Why are you the ass of society? Well, it's because you stopped following your God, so he punished you. So he said, you want to put up a no people for me? Or Salaki, a no God for me? I'm going to put up a no people for you. So now you don't know who you are. Now you think you're a color.
A rich port.
Right, you think you're from damn Africa. Now you think you're from America. You're from two nations. You don't know what's going on, man. You're wounded.
It says, for wickedness have exceedingly polluted the whole earth, and their hurtful works are fulfilled. Therefore, says the Lord, I will hold my tongue no more as touching their wickedness.
That's right. So the hurtful works of this kingdom is now fulfilled, man. That's why the Lord is starting to spring into action and give judgment, man. That's why the nations are now going against each other. Why? Because the Lord, he's about to put the spirit of World War III, which is called the third woe, okay, upon the planet, man. He's about to come, man. And he's not coming how you think. He's not coming back with roses saying he loves all, man. He's coming back for the nation of Israel. You so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans.
It says, which they profanely commit, neither will I suffer them in those things, and which they wickedly exercise themselves. Behold, the innocent and the righteous blood crieth unto me, and the souls of the just complain continually.
That's right. So the Lord said he got to spring into action. Why? Because the just, man, the ones who hate this society, they cry out unto him. They hear him. The Lord loves it. He delights in that. So his natural inclination is to spring into action, to help his people. Because now they're calling on him. Before, we were calling on different names. Jesus, Allah, Buddha. Some of us still didn't even believe in a God. So now we're calling upon him. So what is he doing? He's weakening the nations that had us in the subjection, that had us in the captivity, man. That's why they hate you so much. That's why they want to kill you so much. Because they know you are a special people, man. They know they can't mess with you. They don't have nothing on you. So the Lord said he's done. He's done. Wickedness has now exceeded the whole earth. Everybody has subscribed to these ideologies. So therefore, I'm done. Now he's springing into action, man.
It says, and therefore says the Lord, I will surely avenge them and receive unto me all the innocent blood from among them.
So the Lord said he's going to avenge them.
Surely.
Surely. Ain't 50%. Ain't a to be continued. He said, I'm going to do it. So y'all can sit up here and think that, the so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans, they're nothing. You'll never be nothing. Y'all got another thing coming, man. You don't even understand that you're in the midst of your kingdom being taken down, man. Your wickedness is done. The Lord said you have bounds that you cannot exceed. You have a certain amount of wickedness that you can do, but then the Lord said he's going to cut you off. Well, guess what? That time of you being cut off is now, man.
It says, behold, my people is led as a flock to the slaughter. I will not suffer them now to dwell in the land of Egypt, but I will bring them with a mighty hand and with a stretched out arm and smite Egypt with plagues as before, and I will destroy all the land thereof.
That's right. So the Lord, he's going to destroy this earth, man. He's going to have a remnant of his people that he's going to protect and bring them out here. Egypt is synonymous with bondage. So when you hear the word Egypt, he's saying that you're in bondage. Why do you think on your dollar bill there's a damn pyramid on one side and then the actual seal of this captivity? Because they understand that it's synonymous with each other. America is nothing but Egypt all over again. Nothing but Rome all over again. That's why the Lord said that there's nothing new under the sun. You're doing everything that you did in previous captivities, man.
This is Revelation 11:7. It's like 8. And their dead bodies shall lie in the street of the great city, which is called Sodom, which is spiritually called Sodom in Egypt, where also our Lord was crucified.
Right, and that's what this nation is. This is spiritual Sodom in Egypt, man. You can marry a man can marry a man, a woman can marry a woman, okay? You got damn pedophiles fighting for rights. Fucking, this is a wicked kingdom, man. That's why the Lord, he's going to rain fire upon this kingdom, man. Because you people subscribe to these ideologies. And now you want to uphold this kingdom, man. Well, the Lord said you're going to get destroyed right along with it.
In 2 Esdras 15:10, Slakia, verse 12. Egypt shall mourn, and the foundation of it shall be smitten with plagues.
That's right.
And the punishment that God shall bring upon it.
That's right. So this nation is going to be plagued, man.
And mourn.
And mourn. The joy, your mirth is gone. The joy of this land is gone. That's why right now y'all you're trying your damn hardest to try to be normal. Your kingdom is collapsing. Over 50 million people are unemployed. On July 24th, you got 20 million people facing eviction, man. What y'all gonna do? You think this is normal? That's the Lord bringing this nation down, man. And everybody, like, once again, y'all trying to act like, you know, there's nothing here. Oh, it's America. Oh, we'll get through it. Nah, man, this shit is done, man. It's over. You can hang your flags and try to get some type of joy out of that. It doesn't matter, man. The Lord he's plagued this place, man. Fucking people walking around with doctor masks on, looking stupid. Talking about some America. This goddamn. Didn't you want 51? It just hit me. I think you wanted 51. I got some up here. This is Jeremiah chapter 51. I'll start at the top. Thus saith the Lord, behold, I will raise up against Babylon and against them that dwell in the midst of them that rise up against me a destroying wind. And that destroying wind, okay, that's World War III, man. The Lord, he's stirring these nations up. China is upset with America. Russia's upset with America. Great Britain. All the UK. Why? Because they feel like they never got their turn to be the #1 nation on the planet, man. And that's the Lord doing that. He's putting the spirit upon them, man, to now hate the whore who sits upon many waters. Who all the nations drunk of her wine of fornication. This nation, I'm telling you, man, this nation has a lot to pay for. And you're about to witness it, man. Come on.
This is Jeremiah 50:25. It says, the Lord hath opened his armory and have brought forth the weapons of his indignation. For this is the work of the Lord God of hosts in the land of the Chaldeans.
So the Lord, he's going to bring, man, listen, he's going to bring his whole host of armies, man. Okay? This land will be destroyed. It will be cleansed. And the biggest and the greatest cleansing agent is fire. Okay? That's why the Lord said he's going to send arrows. Okay? Arrows is another term for missiles, man. That's how the prophets saw it back then. When they saw, when the Lord would put a spirit upon them to see Revelation, and they saw nuclear missiles, they looked at them as arrows, man.
Revelation 13 and verse 15. Matter of fact, 16. And he causeth all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads, and that no man might buy or sell, save he that had the mark, or the name of the beast, or the number of his name.
So John the Revelator said, there's going to be a time where there's going to be a mark, and Esau Edom is going to cause everyone, rich or small, rich or poor, big or small, doesn't matter. He's going to cause everyone to receive a mark, and you're not going to be able to eat, to have a roof over your head, to go anywhere if you don't have this mark. Now it's kind of ironic that what is Esau doing right now? He wants everybody to get what? Get vaccinated. That's called indoctrination. Your government, their main saying is order out of chaos. They give you the chaos to make it seem like it's natural chaos, but then they already have the solution to it. It's the same thing with this coronavirus, man. You people are a part of a big-ass hoax, man.
Matter of fact, Bill Gates was talking about this years ago.
He was talking about this years ago. The same man who he was a damn IT guru, and now all of a sudden he knows about vaccines, and you people don't even question that.
When did he become a doctor?
Exactly. You know, he was talking about Microsoft his whole damn career. Now he talking vaccines for the whole world. I'm not a doctor, but I know everybody needs a vaccine. And you people, once again, you can't even have a mind that thinks logical. Like, wait a second. Why is that? You know? Why, what's going on? Well, one, because he's Salakia, but he's a devil. And then two, because this is what they do. What he does in darkness, okay, is now being shown to the light. This was their agenda the whole time. And you people are falling right for it, man. This is Isaiah chapter 47. I started at verse 1.
Oh, there's one more.
Come on, Salakia.
Revelation 14 and verse 9. And the third angel followed them, saying with a loud voice, if any man worship the beast and his image and receive his mark in his forehead or in his hand, which is going into the RFID microchip, because that's the mark of the beast.
So there's Salakia, go ahead.
Which most Americans and most people outside of America already know about the RFID microchip, and that the government and the so-called deep state wants to implement the mark of the beast, which is the RFID microchip. But most Americans don't know that the RFID microchip is literally already in the Bible. It's already prophesied that was going to happen. It says, the people who take this, it says, the same shall drink of the wine of the wrath of God, which is poured out without mixture into the cup of his indignation. And he shall be tormented with fire and brimstone in the presence of the holy angels and in the presence of the Lamb. And this ain't talking about people are going to be like going into hellfire, right, and then the angels and the Lamb is going to be eating popcorn, watching them, right, like on a big screen. No. This is actually talking about the Most High God sending his son back, which is the Lamb, and the angels with him. And they're going to be burnt up via thermonuclear missiles and chariot fire when the chariots show up for taking that microchip. Because if you take that microchip, there is no going back from that. There is no repenting from taking a microchip. Once you take that, you're dead. You're done.
Because what you just basically did, you told the Most High God that I don't believe on you. I don't have faith on you. 44. I don't have faith on you. So I'm subscribing to Edom's philosophies. I'm subscribing to their world. So the Most High said, okay, you want to subscribe to them? Man, your ass you got nuclear missiles waiting for you. That's what you're telling him. So that's the ultimate no-no, man. Because it's crazy. It's so funny because a lot of people know about the mark of the beast. You don't even have to understand the Holy Bible. You've heard about the mark of the beast. You think that's a coincidence? Because the Most High is telling you basically, like, look, you ain't even got to understand anything, but you will understand the mark of the beast to the point where, look, motherfucker, why would you want a chip in your hand? Why? Anybody. Come on, that don't even sound right, man. But you people gonna take it, man. Y'all gonna take it, and you gonna see what's gonna happen, man.
Well, they already got benefits with chips. Like if you're blind, you can see now. If you're deaf, you take it, you can hear. If you're missing limbs, you can get robotic limbs. But you take the chip, now the robotic limbs can work through your brain now.
God. And it's so funny that they're talking all about this at the same time as the economy's collapsing. Okay? Now that's not by coincidence, because what they're going to do, they're going to roll out the whole new economy. And that damn new economy going to be on that chip, man. And it's going to look oh so good, because guess what? Now you can start over fresh. Now you're going to have a nice credit score. You're going to have nice money in the bank already. All you got to do is subscribe to Esau. Just take the chip.
Fact, bro, they got this thing they're pushing right now. I don't know, you probably seen it. They'll pay you, I think it's 1,800 or 1,200. I think it's 800 though, 1,800. Mm-hmm. If you make your house go solar. You seen that? Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's like all over YouTube now. It's on commercials everywhere now. They want everybody to put the solar panels in their houses now. They want everybody to go from electrical to now use solar panels.
Right.
What's that about?
Exactly.
What's that about?
They know about something. They know about something. Sound like an EMP or something's going to happen to where all electric is going to go off grid, man. It's so funny you say that, because now I'm thinking, I think it was maybe 2 years ago, there was a commercial that I saw. I think it was like Best Buy or something. But the commercial had, I think it was like a phone they were promoting or something, but all throughout the whole Earth, it shows you like a satellite image of Earth, and all the lights on Earth went off. It was an EMP that hit Earth. And then I think through the commercial, like the cell phone was able to, something stupid to promote the cell phone. But it just showed you that they know what's going on. It showed the EMP hitting the whole Earth, and there was no lights, just like that Foot Locker commercial. So you people, man, like I said before, you people can sit up here all you want and think that this isn't serious, man. That's your ass, man. That's gonna be you. That's your destruction, man. That's your death, man.
Another one.
Con. Oh, I've been seeing that. That really ticked me off. I just don't get it, man. I just don't get well. Once again, they've been put as the standard. That's the standard man.
Bro, they're weak. They can't
do nothing. I just don't. Like I said, I don't get it. But they gonna get it soon.
Jake wanna have blind.
Jake wanna be blind.